Yuval Noah Harari takes us back to the origins of humanity, painting a vivid picture of how our ancestors' ability to imagine shared myths and beliefs transformed them from just another species to the dominant force on Earth. Harari masterfully traces our journey from oral traditions to written language, explaining how these developments allowed us to build complex societies beyond kinship ties. As we transition into agriculture, Harari highlights the paradoxical impacts. While it fueled population growth and technological advancement, it also introduced new challenges such as labor intensity and disease. Sapiens challenges conventional wisdom about human history, offering fresh perspectives that are both thought-provoking and enlightening for anyone curious about the broad strokes of our species' journey. Harari's Sapiens introduces us to the dawn of our species' unique ability, using shared myths to coordinate societies on a massive scale. Language, a cornerstone for complex social structures, allowed our ancestors to transcend immediate family bonds and build civilizations. The agricultural revolution reshaped human societies, but also introduced new challenges such as labor intensification and population growth. Sapiens invites us to question our conventional understanding of human history and ponder its implications for our future as a species. Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens explores how our ancestors used art to share stories and beliefs that bound communities together across vast distances. Harari invites us to consider how the vast expanse of our ancestors' world might have inspired their imagination and belief systems. Agriculture's advent brought both prosperity and new challenges, setting the stage for complex societies and hierarchical structures that persist today. Sapiens compels us to reevaluate our understanding of human history through masterful synthesis and thought-provoking narrative. Harari posits that our ability to share collective myths and imagination enabled large-scale cooperation among early Homo sapiens, a cognitive leap unique in nature. The dawn of language and complex communication allowed these distant ancestors to form social structures beyond immediate family units, transforming society fundamentally. The agricultural revolution brought both bounty and burdens, setting the stage for intricate social hierarchies and economic systems that still influence us today. Sapiens challenges conventional wisdom about human history through meticulous synthesis of data into an accessible narrative, urging us to reevaluate our understanding of humanity's journey. Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens challenges us to consider how shared myths and beliefs have been central to human progress since the dawn of civilization. Harari masterfully weaves together historical data into a narrative that questions traditional views on human development and societal evolution. Sapiens highlights how agricultural advancements have both benefited and burdened humanity by introducing new social structures and challenges. As we read Sapiens, we are invited to question our understanding of human history and ponder what future developments will shape us next. Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens invites us to imagine our ancestors' world, a time when belief systems were just beginning to shape societies. Harari challenges us to question how shared myths, such as religion or economic systems, have influenced our societal structures and conflicts throughout history. The transition to agriculture marked both a leap forward in human capacity and an era fraught with new challenges like labor intensity and disease. Harari's synthesis of vast historical data invites us to reevaluate our understanding of human history and ponder its implications for our future as a species. Harari's Sapiens invites us to ponder how our ancestors harnessed collective imagination through shared myths and symbols, transforming small bands into societies. The book challenges us to rethink the impact of pivotal moments such as agriculture on human history and society's complexity. Harari masterfully weaves together diverse historical narratives to question conventional wisdom about human civilization's development. Sapiens invites readers to reflect deeply upon human history's complexities and our collective future as a species, urging us to question and rethink long-held beliefs. Harari argues that the unique ability to share complex ideas led to large-scale cooperation among early humans. These cave drawings represent our earliest attempts at collective imagination, laying down the groundwork for civilization. Language became the catalyst for social structures far beyond immediate kinship ties. This scene illustrates how shared beliefs allowed Homo sapiens to form vast communities across different regions. The advent of agriculture brought stability but also hardship, including overwork and dense populations. This scene captures the dual nature of this pivotal shift in human history. Sapiens invites us to question our conventional understanding of history through its synthesis of extensive data into accessible narratives. It's a call for introspection on humanity's unique journey. Harari argues that our unique capacity for collective imagination allowed early humans to create shared myths which enabled unprecedented levels of cooperation and societal complexity beyond kinship ties. The agricultural revolution dramatically transformed human lifestyles by introducing new challenges such as increased labor intensity and population density, setting the stage for more complex societies. Language enabled early humans to share complex ideas and create social structures beyond immediate family or clan units, laying the foundation for our modern societies. Sapiens masterfully synthesizes vast amounts of historical data into an engaging narrative that challenges conventional wisdom about the development of human civilization. Harari explains how our ancestors' capacity for collective imagination allowed large groups to cooperate and thrive. These shared myths and beliefs created societies that could expand beyond small clans. Agriculture brought about significant changes to human society, increasing population density but also labor intensity. This shift marked the beginning of complex social hierarchies and economic systems. Harari discusses how language played a crucial role in enabling complex social structures beyond immediate family units, facilitating cooperation on larger scales never before seen. Sapiens offers fresh perspectives on human history by questioning conventional wisdom about civilization's development. Harari challenges us to rethink our understanding of what it means to be human. Harari illustrates how early humans' capacity for collective imagination allowed them to create intricate social structures, evident in the shared myths depicted through cave art. Language enabled Homo sapiens to share complex ideas, expanding their social networks and cooperation beyond immediate kinship groups. The advent of agriculture transformed human lifestyles, introducing new challenges such as labor intensity and population density, shaping our modern world. Harari masterfully weaves historical narratives into an engaging discourse that challenges conventional wisdom about human civilization's development. Harari argues that our ability to share collective myths and imagine large-scale cooperation allowed us to build complex societies beyond immediate family units. These cave paintings symbolize the dawn of human collaboration. The advent of agriculture brought about monumental changes to human society, increasing population density and labor specialization, but also new challenges such as resource scarcity and social stratification. Harari's perspective on agriculture paints a picture not only of progress, but also of hardship and conflict that accompanied this transformative era for humanity. Sapiens invites us to ponder the complexity of our past and challenges us to consider where human civilization might be headed next. This narrative offers more questions than answers, compelling readers to reflect deeply on their understanding of history. Harari's prose illuminates the past through these ancient narratives, revealing how our ancestors' imagination shaped their world. Harari shows us how our ancestors used language to form intricate social networks that transcended immediate kinship ties. Harari delves into the paradoxes of agriculture. While it fed more mouths, it also brought out unprecedented challenges and social changes. Sapiens invites us to reevaluate our understanding of human history through the lens of imagination and collective belief systems. Harari's narrative weaves through the intricate web of human history, highlighting how shared myths enabled our ancestors to form cohesive societies. The author masterfully paints a picture that transforms dense historical facts into an engaging story, making complex ideas accessible to all readers. While some sections might seem speculative, Harari's broad cultural examples invite us to reflect deeply on human civilization's development. Sapiens challenges our conventional understanding of history, urging us to reconsider what it means to be human and where we are headed as a species. Harari's prose illuminates how collective imagination allowed our ancestors to thrive in challenging environments by creating shared myths. The narrative weaves through epochs, illustrating how our cognitive abilities shaped social structures and cooperation on an unprecedented scale. Harari delves into agriculture's impact, showing how it brought both stability and new challenges to human society. Sapiens' engaging narrative style makes vast historical data accessible, inviting readers into an intellectual journey through human history. Harari's ability to weave complex theories into a narrative that feels like a personal journey is one of Sapiens' greatest strengths. He invites readers to ponder the vastness of human history as if they were standing in this ancient landscape themselves. The imagery in Sapiens is vivid and evocative, bringing to life the stories of our ancestors. Harari's prose paints a picture that makes these distant moments feel tangible and relevant today. Harari's synthesis of historical data into clear and engaging narratives is both enlightening and captivating. The way he presents complex ideas through relatable stories makes Sapiens not just informative, but also deeply moving. Sapiens challenges us to reconsider our understanding of human development and invites reflection on the future. Just like this farmer contemplating the uncertain weather ahead, Harari encourages readers to think deeply about where humanity is heading. Harari's prose invites us to ponder the very essence of human creativity. These ancient cave paintings represent our earliest known myths, shared imaginings that began uniting early humans into larger social groups. The book paints vivid pictures of our ancestors' lives. These scenes of communal gatherings highlight the birthplace of social bonds and collective imagination that would later shape civilizations. Harari captures the complexities of early agricultural societies. The transition from hunter-gatherer lifestyles to settled farming communities was transformative but fraught with new challenges. Sapiens weaves together a tapestry of knowledge that feels like discovering the past anew. Harari's narrative is both enlightening and thought-provoking, inviting us to reflect on where humanity has come from and where it may be heading. Harari's exploration into early human history invites us to consider how shared myths and beliefs enabled large groups to cooperate. It's a narrative that illuminates not just our past, but also guides us towards understanding future challenges. One strength is Harari's ability to synthesize complex historical data into an accessible narrative. He challenges conventional wisdom about human civilization's development, making his book both enlightening and thought-provoking. While Harari's theory about collective imagination is compelling, some readers may find it speculative without more empirical evidence. A broader cultural context might also enrich his analysis further. Despite its speculative elements, Sapiens remains an essential read for anyone seeking to understand human history from a fresh perspective. It encourages us to question our perceptions of the past and ponder our collective future. Harari's overarching theory that collective imagination defines us as humans is thought-provoking but may seem speculative to some readers seeking empirical evidence. While Harari paints a vivid picture of agricultural revolution's impacts, some may feel that more diverse cultural examples would enrich his narrative further. Harari's synthesis of vast historical data into an engaging narrative showcases his mastery in connecting complex ideas and making them accessible to readers. Sapiens is essential for those who wish to explore and question our collective story as humans, inviting us to contemplate our future paths. Harari's sweeping narrative invites us to ponder how our ancient past continues to shape our modern lives. It's a call to see history not as isolated events, but as an interconnected web of influences that define who we are today. While Harari acknowledges the revolutionary impact of agriculture on human societies, he also highlights its drawbacks. This scene reflects his nuanced analysis of how we transformed our environment to sustain larger populations, but at what cost? Some critics argue that Harari's ambitious thesis often ventures into speculative territory. The lack of detailed empirical data to support his overarching narrative is a valid concern, but also encourages deeper inquiry and discussion. Despite its speculative aspects, Sapiens provides invaluable insights into how shared beliefs have enabled large-scale cooperation. Harari's work is essential for anyone seeking to understand the intricate tapestry of our global civilization. Harari's synthesis of vast historical data into a coherent narrative is both masterful and accessible, making complex ideas easy to grasp. By offering fresh perspectives on familiar topics, Harari challenges readers to reconsider established notions about human civilization's development. However, some readers may find Harari's overarching theory speculative and wish for more detailed empirical evidence to support his ideas. Despite this critique, Sapiens remains essential reading for anyone seeking to understand human history's broad strokes and ponder our species' future. Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens invites us to look at our past through the eyes of these ancient ancestors, seeing how their imagination shaped our world today. Through Harari's perspective, we can contemplate how these early human societies began to shape their environments and each other, laying down the foundations for complex civilizations. Harari's exploration of agriculture not only illuminates its benefits, but also highlights the new challenges it brought to early societies, a story that echoes in our modern world. Sapiens is that rare gem of historical narrative that encourages readers to question everything they thought they knew about human history. It's a must-read for anyone seeking enlightenment. Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens invites us to ponder our place in history, challenging long-held beliefs about human progress and civilization. The advent of agriculture brought both prosperity and new challenges, illustrating how our choices have shaped and continue to shape the world around us. Harari synthesizes vast amounts of data into an accessible narrative, making Sapiens essential reading for anyone seeking to understand humanity's complex journey. By questioning our understanding of history, Harari invites us to consider where we stand as a species and what lies ahead. Sapiens invites us to ponder the origins of human imagination and its profound impact on our collective journey. Harari's insightful narrative challenges readers to reconsider what we take for granted about our history and future. While Harari highlights the transformative power of agriculture, he also points out its complexities and challenges, urging us to question how these early developments continue to shape our modern society. For those interested in unraveling the threads of human history, Sapiens provides an invaluable perspective that goes beyond conventional narratives to offer a fresh understanding of our past and present. Ultimately, Sapiens is essential reading for anyone who seeks to understand not just where we came from, but also where we might be heading. It's a profound journey into the heart of human existence.